Good morning friends, once again welcome to my class. I am Snehal sir. दोस्तों लास्ट एपिसोड में we have seen about the different types of method of charging a body. Now today we will learn about the Coulomb's law. दोस्तों we have already seen about that when two different charge bodies when brought nearer to each other, if they are like charge bodies then they repel each other, and if they are unlike charge bodies then they attract each other. So दोस्तों ये attraction and repulsion है क्या? They are simply force. And Coulomb is a scientist who experienced about these two stationary point charges, and he found that the formula for this forces, and he deduced law which is known as the Coulomb's law. सो आपके स्क्रीन के ऊपर Coulomb's law का स्टेटमेंट आता होगा that according to Coulomb's law the electric force acting between two stationary point charges is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. These forces act along the line joining between them. So दोस्तों according to this statement, if we consider that there are two charges Q1 and Q2 are kept in a vacuum at a distance R between them, then the force between them can be written as F proportional to Q1 Q2, that is product of their charges, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now if we remove this proportionality sign, we can write F is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where K is known as proportionality constant as well as Coulombian constant, where its value is given by Coulomb is (9 into 10 raised to 9). इसका SI यूनिट है न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर पर कूलम स्क्वायर. दोस्तों sometimes this value of k also written in the form of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So if we rewrite the formula of the force, then F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. This is the equation 1, where epsilon naught is permittivity in a free space. So where epsilon naught is known as the permittivity of फ्री स्पेस. इसकी वैल्यू है 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12, and unit is Coulomb square per Newton मीटर स्क्वायर इनवर्स. सो अब देखते हैं परमिटिविटी क्या है. सो हियर the permittivity are three types. One is epsilon naught, that is permittivity of the free space. अब permittivity मतलब क्या? The ability of the substance to store electric energy in electric field. तो epsilon naught is a permittivity in the free space. Another two types of permittivity can be seen, that is, one is that permittivity of medium, and third one is permittivity, relative permittivity, that is the ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. पहले ये नोट डाउन कर लीजिए, उसके बाद we'll see the permittivity and vector form of this force. So दोस्तों, as we have seen that permittivity, so there are three types of permittivity. One is permittivity of medium, permittivity of free space epsilon naught, and relative permittivity. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Permittivity of medium, epsilon naught. So as we have seen, permittivity of free space or vacuum, or we can say air, and this is a ratio of the permittivity, that means epsilon upon epsilon naught, that is relative permittivity. अब रिलेटिव परमिटिविटी के बारे में हम नेक्स्ट चैप्टर, सेकंड चैप्टर में डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे, ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द वेक्टर फॉर्म, बिकॉज वी नो दैट फोर्स इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, सो इट कैरीज मैग्नीट्यूड अलॉन्ग विद द डायरेक्शन. तो जिस तरह से यहाँ हमने देखा है कि फोर्सेस आर इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन, सो दैट्स derive the, let's learn about the vector notation of these two forces. Let's say take one charge is q1, another charge is q2. We here take both the charges are positive charge, so q1 and q2 are both positive charge. With respect to some reference point O, the position vector of charge q1 is taken as vector r1. The position vector of charge q2 is r2. ठीक है, तो अब and the line joining between these two charges is this. अब both the charges are positive, so the force exerted on q2 is written as F21. Similarly, the force exerted on q1 is written as F12. देखो दोस्तों, यहाँ आपको एक बात समझ लेना है कि जो F21 एंड F12 है उसको हम लिखे तो F12 का मीनिंग है फोर्स ऑन वन. Q1 के ऊपर जो चार्ज लगता है वो Q2 की वजह से लगता है. सो ड्यू टू द फोर्स ऑन वन ड्यू टू 2 is written as force on 1 due to 2 is written as F12, and F21 is force on 2 due to 1. ठीक है. अब वेक्टर फॉर्म में अगर हम लिखते हैं तो पहले सपोज मैं F12 की बात करता हूं, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू R12 वेक्टर R12 मतलब टू R1 माइनस R2, ठीक है। तो हम लिखेंगे for F12 is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R12 square into R12 cap, where R12 cap is a vector in the direction of the R12. So where R12 cap is R12 vector upon magnitude of R12. Now look at from the figure the triangle vector. अभी आपने 11th standard में you learn about the vector addition and vector subtraction. There are two different method of the addition and subtraction of the vector. One is triangular method, another is parallelogram method, ठीक है। तो यहाँ triangular method से अगर हम देखें तो ये R12 vector R12 is equal to R1 minus R2, ठीक है। उसी तरह अगर हम फोर्स F21 की बात करें तो यहाँ Q1 Q2 the position vector O, that is R1, ये position vector R2, and the force exerted on 2, that is F21. so यहाँ से R21 vector is equal to R2 minus R1. So we can write force F21 is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R21 square into R21 cap. अब दोस्तों we have to prove that, because as I told you that magnitude of the force are same but direction is opposite, so we have to prove that F12 is equal to minus F21. तो अब हम इसे लिखते हैं, further derive that F21 is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R21 cube into R21 vector. अब R21 vector is equal to what? R2 minus R1. So therefore F21 is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R21 cube into bracket R2 minus R1. अब यहाँ से if we take out the negative sign, so can we write that K Q1 Q2 upon R2 minus R1 cube into R1 minus R2. अब ये मैग्नीट्यूड है, तो मैग्नीट्यूड में R1 माइनस R2 लिखेंगे तो भी उसका वैल्यू पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. सो वी कैन राइट माइनस एंड R1 माइनस R2 का मतलब क्या हुआ, F12. सो F21 is equal to minus F12. So here we have seen that both the forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. This is the vector notation of the Coulomb's law. Please note down this. अब दोस्तों देखते हैं कि suppose here we have taken only 2 charges, but if there are n number of charges, then the force exerted on charge q1, how we can define, how we can find, we find the formula for this. So सबसे पहले देखते हैं if there are n number of charges. So let's consider one charge q2, q1 and q3. So here, to understand, first we take 3 charges and then we generalize the equation for n charges. So the reference point O, the position vector of charge q2 is r2, position vector of charge q1 is r1, and the position vector of charge q3 is r3. So the force exerted on q1 due to charge q2 is in the line joining between these 2 charges. So the force line joining between the q1 and q2 is this. So it is in the direction that is F1, 2. The force on 1 due to 2. Similarly, the force on q1 due to charge q3 is along the line joining between them. So this is in the direction of this, and this force is F1, 3, that is force on 1 due to 3. ठीक है, अब ये वेक्टर होगा वेक्टर 1 r1 2 एंड ये वेक्टर होगा वेक्टर r1 3. So we can able to write force F12 is K q1 q2 upon r12 square into r12 cap, and force F13 is K q1 q3. The distance between q1 and q3 is r13 square into r13 cap. ठीक है, अब the net force exerted on q1 due to these 2 charges q2 and q3 are the force due to the summation of the 2 forces of F13 and F12. So the net force exerted, here we use parallelogram. So let's say take the parallelogram, and the net force, that is resultant force, is given by F1 in this direction. ठीक है, so the net force on q1 is F1, then F1 vector is equal to F12 vector plus F13 vector. ठीक है, अब we keep the formula. So F1 का formula substitute करते हैं K q1 q2 upon r12 square into r12 cap plus K q1 q3 upon r13 square into r13 cap. तो दोस्तों यहाँ we can see from this formula kq1 is common, so we take it out and write down that kq1 and another bracket q2 upon r12 square into r12 cap plus q3 upon r13 square into r13 cap. So that is the force F1 due to the two charges. ठीक है, प्लीज नोट डाउन. अब हम देखते हैं दिस इक्वेशन को हाउ वी कैन जनरलाइज इन द formula for the n number of charges. So suppose there are n number of charges, if there are q1 q2 and so on qn charges and the force exerted act on q1 due to other charges is F1, then we can write F1 is equal to F12 plus F13 plus and so on plus F1n. ठीक है, तो K Q1 Q2 upon R12 square into R12 cap plus K Q1 Q3 upon R13 square into R13 cap plus and so on plus K Q1 Qn upon R1n square into R1n cap. So again taking out K Q1 common and another bracket Q2 upon R12 square into R12 cap plus Q3 R13 square into R13 cap plus and so on plus Qn upon R1n into R1n cap. अब यहाँ K की वैल्यू सब्सटीट्यूट करते हैं तो K इज इक्वल टू 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट and summation we can write in the form of sigma where I is equal to 2 to n q I upon r1 I square into r1 I cap. So the force exerted on charge q1 due to the n charges surrounding is find out by the summation of this formula. एंड दोस्तों अभी तक आपने मेरी चैनल को लाइक सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ लाइक सब्सक्राइब and share my channel to your friend circle.